The Houston Texans defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 20-10 at Arrowhead Stadium on December 8, 2025, in a pivotal Week 14 NFL regular season game. Houston's defense effectively neutralized Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense, preventing them from scoring a touchdown throughout the final three quarters. This victory advanced the Texans' record to 8-5, solidifying their position in the AFC South race. The Chiefs' loss dropped their record to 6-7, further complicating their path to the AFC playoffs. The outcome significantly tightens the AFC playoff picture, particularly impacting the AFC South division in the crowded wildcard standings. For Houston, the win keeps them within one game of the AFC South lead and strengthens their bid for a postseason berth. For Kansas City, the defeat creates a challenging scenario, as they now face a narrow margin for error in their remaining games to secure a wild-card spot, with their division rivals holding stronger records. The game unfolded with a distinct scoring pattern. The Texans initiated their scoring with a field goal in the first quarter, followed by a touchdown in the second. They then sealed their victory with 10 points in the fourth quarter. Conversely, the Chiefs remained scoreless in the first half, accumulating all 10 of their points in the third quarter before being shut out in the final period. Houston's defensive unit was instrumental in this outcome, limiting Kansas City to just 10 total points and preventing any offensive touchdowns after the first quarter. This defensive dominance was a defining characteristic of the contest, contrasting with the high-scoring matchups often associated with these teams. The final score reflected the Texans' ability to control the game's tempo and stifle the Chiefs' potent offense, particularly in critical moments. Following the game, the Houston Texans improved their overall record to 8-5, including a 4-3 record on the road. The Kansas City Chiefs, meanwhile, fell to 6-7 overall, despite holding a 5-2 record at home. In the AFC South, the Jacksonville Jaguars currently lead with a 9-4 record, placing Houston second and within one game of the division lead. The AFC West standings saw significant shifts due to this result. The Denver Broncos lead the division at 11-2, with the Los Angeles Chargers holding an 8-4 record. Kansas City's drop to 6-7 places them ahead of only the Las Vegas Raiders, who stand at 2-11. This positioning leaves the Chiefs trailing in both the division race and the competitive AFC wildcard field, highlighting the impact of this Week 14 loss on their postseason aspirations. This Week 14 encounter was part of the NFL's 17-game regular season, operating under the expanded 14-team playoff format, which allocates 7 qualifiers per conference, 4 division winners and 3 wild cards. Houston entered the game actively pursuing Jacksonville in the AFC South and contending with multiple AFC teams in a tight wild card race. Kansas City, a perennial Super Bowl contender during the Patrick Mahomes era, faced increasing pressure, having fallen behind both Denver and the Chargers in the AFC West standings. The matchup continued a recent trend of competitive games between the Texans and Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium, including previous postseason and regular season meetings. However, this particular contest was characterized by strong defensive play and strategic field position rather than the high-scoring offensive showcases often expected from these teams, marking a departure from their typical encounters. Looking ahead, the Texans, now at 8-5, remain firmly in the AFC South race behind the 9-4 Jaguars and have strengthened their case for at least an AFC wildcard spot. Their remaining schedule will be crucial in determining whether they can overtake Jacksonville for the division title or secure a postseason berth through the conference standings. For the Chiefs, their 6-7 record means they face a narrow margin for error in their final games. They will require both wins and favorable outcomes in other matchups to stay alive in the AFC wildcard chase, especially with Denver and Los Angeles currently ahead in the AFC West. This loss also diminishes the likelihood of the Chiefs securing home field advantage at Arrowhead Stadium if they manage to reach the postseason. The result has further intensified the AFC South competition and crowded the AFC wildcard race, where records around 8-5 and 7-6 are shaping the cutoff for the final playoff spots under the current 7-team per conference format.